Yes, Ersky, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy D-Waugh back at it again. We doing a solo shoot today with the one and only, you know what I'm saying? Welcome to the vibes. And today we're going to do another Debt Diaries where we're going to do a different spin on it, you feel me? So instead of focusing on debt and how to get out of debt, this, that, and the third, today we're going to focus on exactly how you can build wealth by using real life stories from created characters. You feel what I'm saying? It's going to be super fire. But first and foremost, we got to get to our disclaimer before anything. I am not a financial advisor. ThinkinGenWealth does not operate as financial advisors, and none of this is financial advice. For everything that we say, please do your own research on. We are not licensed financial advisors. For me, don't sue us for none of that. I ain't know none of that. Boom. We also got to get into our money mindset moment. So, for those who don't know what a money mindset moment is, these are positive affirmations that are meant to provide positive feelings and aspirations towards building wealth. You feel what I'm saying? So today, our money mindset moment is: a millionaire isn't built by what words, bro. I'm bugging. A millionaire isn't built by one big win. It's built by stacking small, disciplined moves until your money works harder than you do. And I ain't gonna lie, that connects perfectly to what we're gonna get into today. But before that, I want to get more clarity on what Debt Diaries is and what this overall is about to be. You feel me? So, Debt Diaries was a series of content that Wolf and I created to create hypothetical AI characters with real life stories financially. And Wolf and I guide this hypothetical character through this journey that they're going through. So that way at the end, they kind of get out of debt or build wealth long term. You feel what I'm saying? Super fire. I'm sure one of the stories that we may speak on in the future or even today is going to resonate with y'all. So y'all lock in because this could be literally your path to how to get rich. You feel what I'm saying? Like it could be copy and paste for you. You never know. So lock in with us. You feel me? All right, boom. Let's get into it. So today we got Jasmine, right? Now, Jasmine, she a youngin', you feel me? She in her mid to late 20s, and she's always watching things on YouTube about how to invest and is inspired to retire early, right? So she's seen all the stuff on YouTube. She's seen everybody popping out, investing in the stocks and ETFs and crypto and this, that, and the third. She's like, yo, I could do that, bro. Like, they not smarter than me, which is a fact. So, boom. Jasmine starts off by investing $200 a month into index funds. For me, and for y'all that don't know what index funds are, they're pretty much mad stocks in one. You feel what I'm saying? So an index fund like an S&P 500 that holds the top 500 companies in the world. Well, not in the world, in the country, excuse me. And it's all in one. So she started putting $200 a month into it. But you know what? I don't got time to invest into these little stocks and do my fundamental analysis on them and none of that. I'm just gonna buy into everything, which is a good move. That's what most people do. That's what our 401ks is for. For me, now while she's doing that, she also tried some hot stocks that our coworkers are telling her about. You know, little penny stocks here and there. You know what I'm saying? And some of them bust, some of them's grits. You feel what I'm saying? That's how the game go. But overall, after some time, she's only slightly up. She's probably up 3, 4%, past year to date. So she's like, yo, this is cool. Like my money making money, but this ain't like I can't retire early off of this. You feel me? So she's torn. She don't know what to do. She's like, damn, should I put this 200 into crazy plays and just say whatever happens, happens? Or should I keep buying into this index fund and settle for my 2 to 4% return? And on top of that, she's struggling when it comes to bills, student loans, and she helping mama love out back home. You feel me? So she feel like there's no way for her to build wealth with extra money. Because there is no extra money. Feel me? So, Jasmine is a lot of people. Word is bond. For me, but we gonna help out Jasmine. The number one thing we gotta focus on to help out Jasmine is we got to budget, bro. This is where a lot of y'all slip up, bro. A lot of y'all say, yo, bro, I'm trying to get $1 million tomorrow, but I got $5 today. I need this to go 5 to 1 million. It's not how it works, bro. Swear to bond. That's not how it works, bro. When it comes to really building wealth, bro, it's not about putting mad money into something and just waiting. It's about how much can you invest into something consistently on a daily, monthly, yearly basis. You feel what I'm saying? It ain't just one and done. You gotta be consistent every single day when it comes to this trading and investing stuff. For me? And that's why a budget is so crucial. You want to know exactly how much can I put into the market every month, so that way you can have an accurate estimate of what to expect in your return. Feel me? You can't be putting in $1,000 here or $500 there and think you're finna retire in 10 years. No, bro. It's not how it works. You got to be able to do it consistently every month. So the way we do it, bro, we use the 50-30-20 rule, but we do it a little differently. For me? So for y'all that don't know what the 50-30-20 rule is, it's a generic rule that most financial people know of. It's when you use 50% of your gross income, 50% of your net income goes towards your needs, 30% goes towards your wants, and 20% goes towards saving and investing. Now that's the normal version. For me, now ThinkinGenWealth, we don't jack that. We flip the 30% into 20%. So instead of 30% going to wants, we put 30% to investing. We put 20% to our wants. You feel what I'm saying? Because in our eyes, if we could sacrifice now, short term, while we young, don't got no kids, and are able to actually put in a lot more energy towards getting money and dedicating our most of our funds to investing, we're gonna do that while we still can, bro. For me? So our rules for the 50-30-20 rules is 50% of your net income goes towards your needs, 30% goes towards your investing, 20% goes towards your wants. You see what I'm saying? We're gonna sacrifice the short term for the long term. Word? So boom. Jasmine gonna follow that. And on a monthly basis, Jasmine bringing home about $3,500 per month. So that tells me that, okay, 50% of her needs to be $1,750. Nothing less, nothing more. Feel what I'm saying? And this is what people slip up. People is probably over here, $1,750, that's my rent by itself. Right, bro? We gotta start taking accountability, yo. Word is bond. We gotta start taking accountability. Gotta get it, bro. Not everybody have the privilege to stay with peoples. You feel what I'm saying? Because if y'all young, you feel me? You have the privilege to be able to stay with your peoples for a bit and stack your bread, bro. Word of my mother, do it. Not let these apartments and these high luxury living fool you, bro. Cause a lot of people be in them apartments and can't afford to go to McDonald's, bro. Word is bond, bro. They can't afford their car note. What? They can't afford to do nothing, bro. They're stuck in the apartment because they want that Instagram lifestyle. But they could have been at the crib, stacking bread, investing, building businesses. You see what I'm saying? So do not let that fool you, bro. When you do this, and you see that $1,750 that Jasmine got, that's all she has for her needs, she think, all right, bet, I can stay with my peoples. If you don't got that privilege, okay, you got to get an apartment or whatever, hey, get like 8 roommates in that joint. You see what I'm saying? Do what you got to do to minimize your expenses as much as possible, because the goal is to retire early, not to live life for the next 60 years by working your ass off. You see what I'm saying? The $1,750, that's for rent, car note, groceries, bills. Minimize your expenses. Get mad roommates. Do what you got to do. Get you that beater Honda Accord from 2002 with 100,000 miles on it. It's going to last you another 300,000. I promise you. You oil change it, tire rotation, get some transmission fluid going. You're Gucci. It'll last you. Groceries, go to Aldi's. You'll get mad stuff for like $5. Bills, hey, bare minimum, bro. Don't get the brand new iPhone every year. Goddamn. You don't need no crazy Wi-Fi. You don't need every subscription to Hulu and HBO and Netflix and this, that, and the third. Minimize their expenses. I swear to God. What do the on dogs? Boston people be saying that. On dogs. Minimize their expenses. I'm jacking your code. I kind of like that. On dogs. I remember when I first heard that, bro. I was like, yo, who dog died? I was like, yo, they killing each other's dogs out here? They talking about their homies. No, rest in peace. But, boom, bro, right? The 20%, Jasmine got a little 700. She got 700 to go towards her wants. Got that eating out, luxuries, whatever. And that's her free time. You feel me? We're not robots, bro. We all gotta have some fun. I know for me, bro, I like having fun with my girl. Me and my girl love to eat, bro. We eat some big packs. You feel what I'm saying? We be eating. She gonna beat me up for saying that, but it is what it is. We be eating, bro. We work out. So my girl fat, I'm fat. You see what I'm saying? But, bro, we're not robots. You gotta do what you gotta do. You see what I'm saying? So in Jasmine's case, she want to go, $700. She want to go visit some family in another state, catch a flight. She want to go eat out the Roost Chris, twice a month or so. Spend a little $200, $300. She could do that. You see what I'm saying? But it's nothing crazy like every week. That's the only thing you have to adjust to. You still live, it's just not every week. That's okay. Boom, not for the juicy part. But that alone, Jasmine got $1,050, 30% of the brand. $1,050 per month to go towards investment. And this is where she gonna get rich. Boom, right? So how is she gonna do that, D-Waugh? I got you, Jasmine. Watch her. Watch out. Watch my fair do. Alright. So Jasmine work at HR at a job, and they offer 5% match in a 401k. See what I'm saying? So Jasmine said, I bet. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take 5% of my 1,050 and I'm going to put it in my 401k. And 5% of 1,050. Hold on. What's the... I can't do math, bro. That's why I use ChatGPT to graduate with my master's. So I think it's 250. It's 230. She had putting up 230, right? So Jasmine taking up 1,050. She's taking 230 from 1,050 and putting it into her 401k because they do that. They do the match. You feel me? A lot of these companies be matching. We want to capitalize on that. But at the same time, this might be skeptical, but I'm not big on putting all your bread in 401ks, bro. If you can't manage it. You feel what I'm saying? If you can manage it, hey, more power to you. Invest into the companies you love. But I really and genuinely think these hedge funds suck, bro. Word is bond. They're not good. You telling me I've been investing for 30 years and I get 8% back? What? There's people who have been investing into XRP for the past 5 years and made 500%, bro. And I get 8%? These hedge funds suck, bro. And I'm not saying to say like, hey, don't invest nothing into your 401k. But yo, minimize a little bit. You feel what I'm saying? Get the match, because that's free bread. But learn how the system is working and how to read into good companies and the companies that you value and invest into them yourself, bro. You'll at least get 20%. At least, bro. You got to be the worst investor of all time to get negative bread or get less than 8% or 10% when you invest in strong companies, bro. You got to be. For me, that's my 2 cents of 401ks. But boom, she going to do $230 a month to 401k. So she got $820 left to invest into the market, right? Boom. Here's where we going to get crazy with Jasmine. She want to get rich, right? She want to build real wealth to pass it out to her kids, right? I got her. We going to take that $820 and we going to split that between a Roth IRA and an HSA. You feel me? Now, for those who don't know what those are, a Roth IRA is an investment account that allows you to invest your already taxed money into an account that you then use to invest into stocks. And then the growth on those stocks grow tax-free. So when you turn 59 and a half, you sell your shares, you take your money out, you don't got to pay taxes because you already paid for it in the beginning. It's post-tax. You see what I'm saying? 401k is the opposite. With a 401k, you're investing pre-tax money. So when you put money into your 401k and then you retire, you take your money out, you're going to have to pay taxes on it because you did it before. With a Roth IRA, you're investing post-tax money. So the money you put in there, you already pay taxes on. You free and clear. So now when you turn 59 and a half or 60, whatever the official retirement age is, you can take your money out, you're golden. You see what I'm saying? Now, at HSA, I ain't gonna lie, mad underrated. People don't speak on HSAs a lot, and they should, because I think it's the best investment account of all time. HSA is what I call triple tax leverage. For me, so that means money that you put into the HSA is tax deductible. Meaning if you put in $300 of your HSA, you could take off $300 from your taxable income when you do taxes. So you pay a lower tax bill. You feel what I'm saying? So boom, that's number one. Second, it grows tax-free. You feel me? So you could use it up until I believe it's 59 and a half or 60. And then when you hit that age, you can take it out and take your returns in tax-free. Just like the Roth IRA. Third, if you take it out for anything health expenses wise before the retirement age, that is not taxed either. Because the whole point of the account is to use for health savings, for your health. If you need to do something, God forbid, you got to do a crazy surgery that somebody not covering, the insurance not covering, that's what it's there for. You see what I'm saying? Now, we want to use these accounts because we won't want Uncle Sam all in our bread. Y'all know them people, bro, that be counting pockets. You see what I'm saying? Yo, how much bread you got? Oh, damn, bro, I see you, bro. I see you trading. I see you, bro. I see your percentages, bro. It look crazy. We all know them people, bro. Uncle Sam, the big OG of all of them. They gonna say, oh, where you make 50%? Shit, let me get 52, guy. You know what I'm trying to say? That's Uncle Sam, bro. So we want to make sure we doing everything we can to keep Big OG out of our pockets, you heard? Because he gonna violate. You don't violate every time. Y'all think Debo was bad, stealing bikes? All right, go mess with Uncle Sam. Uncle Sam gonna violate. Word is bond. All right. So boom. Now, D-Waugh, what are we going to invest into with these accounts? For me, because that's the thing with Roth IRAs and HSA or any brokerage. Once you put the money in there, you have to invest it. It's not just gonna grow if you do not invest the money in the account. So what are you gonna buy? What stocks are you gonna buy? My big thing is hyper concentration. Because think in mind, with Jasmine, she already has $230 a month going into her 401k, and they're matching it, and it's managed by another fund. And all these funds, where are they going to invest into? Because they want to minimize risk. They want to make sure that Jasmine gets a return on her money, and they get to keep their, what's it called? The damn, their little bread that they make, their trading expenses, whatever. Boom, right? They want to make sure they get that. So they go invest into the S&P 500. They go invest into QQQ, which tracks all the technology stocks. They go invest into gold. They go invest into the 10-year, 3-year, 30-year treasury bonds. They go invest into all the safe stuff. Because they just want to make sure you get your bread back or something more on top of it. So my ideology is, shoot, if the 401k is already doing that, why do I have to do that with my individual accounts? Why can't I just take a risk? I'm already safe over here. I'm safe over here, so I can be risky over here. So, in my eyes, hey, Jasmine, we're going to hyper concentrate into profitable, strong companies that take up most of their market share and are leaders in their sector. So what are we going to do? Roth IRA, $500 into NVIDIA every month. Word to my mother. We put $500 into NVIDIA every single month. Yo, D-Waugh, why NVIDIA? Because NVIDIA, literally without NVIDIA, there's no AI. They are the sole, everything connected to NVIDIA is literally 3x, 10x right now because NVIDIA is the leader of this AI plus semiconductor chip creation era. Feel me? And they just became over, I think it was a $4 trillion company. They're expected to become a $7 trillion company. And they're only at as of today, September 3rd at 2:23 p.m., they are at $169 a share. I think in 5 years, they're going to be a $300 a share company, $400 a share company. Where's Bond? And my thing is you want to hyper concentrate into those companies because that's where you get the most bang for your buck. It's not about how many companies you own. It's about how many shares you got. How many shares you got of them? Yeah, you own 500 companies, but you got one share each of them. Which companies you got 100 shares at least? For what I'm saying? I say 100 shares specifically. I'm going to get into why 100 shares in a little bit. But boom, Roth IRA, boom, $500 a month, going straight into NVIDIA. And we're going to do that every month. We're going to buy as many shares as possible. With the HSA, we're going to do $300 a month, and we're going deep into Microsoft. Just Microsoft. We're doing $500 a month with the Roth IRA into NVIDIA. We're doing $300 a month and the HSA into Microsoft. D-Waugh, why Microsoft? Because Microsoft just them kids. I ain't gonna lie. They're just not beatable, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like Microsoft, their leadership has always been consistent. They're top 3, if not top 2 best companies in the world. And they're really right. They're right there when it comes to this AI stuff, bro. They got Copilot. They're partnered up with, they have partnership with OpenAI, who created ChatGPT. Like, Microsoft has always been the hitter for the past 30, 10, 20 years. Stick with them, bro, because they're not going anywhere. And that's the thing with investments. You want to find good companies that are biggest in their market share, that have strong financials, that are not going anywhere. Microsoft's not going nowhere. NVIDIA's not going nowhere. Amazon's not going nowhere. Google's not going nowhere. Apple, they're going through it, but they got dumb bread. I don't think they're going anywhere. They're just really slow. Like, I don't know what's up with them. They get me tight. But Apple's not going nowhere. For me, invest into those companies. Don't do the ones that, I think it's going to be the next one, or I think it's going to be the next one. You can't do that, but you got to minimize your risk. You see what I'm trying to say? With her, you try to get rich, simple, easy, fast. So we go into the big, strong, profitable, market share companies. Boom. Now, how are we going to invest into these companies, D-Waugh? We just putting in $300 a month directly, or we doing what we doing? Nah, bro. We going dollar cost average. You see what I'm saying? So D-Waugh, what's dollar cost averaging? Dollar cost averaging is when you put a little bit of bread into a stock every single day. So I'm doing $500 a month into NVIDIA. I mean, there's 5 days in a week. There's 4 weeks in a month. Or 5 times 4. I'm sorry, I can't do math. That's 20 days, right? So there's 20 trading days in a month. I divide that by 500. Oh, hold on. 500 divided by 20. Boom, that's $25. All right. So we're going to invest $25 per day into NVIDIA. For me, through the Roth IRA. Why you want to do that? You want to do that because it lowers your average cost. So let's say the video is at 169 right now. Great discount if y'all didn't get in yet. I got into a trade. I think the video's going. It's NVIDIA, bro. I don't care if it's September or not. And their margins are preposterous. I'm in a trade right now with the video. I'm sticking with them. But anyway, what's I saying, bro? $25 a day. Yeah, $25 a day, bro. So the reason you want to do that is because it lowers your average cost. Meaning, if the video is at 169 today and it dumps to 160 tomorrow, it don't matter to you as much because you're still buying in. You feel me? Compared to if you were to just drop the 500 today and it dumps down to 169, now you got no more money to lower down your average cost. So that way, overall, in a long-term format, you're going to keep profiting and minimize your losses. So that's why you want a dollar cost average. It's pretty much the easiest and safest way to find the bottom. Just by buying every day. Buying a little something every day. If you do that and max out all that to how much you're contributing to what your monthly contribution is every month, which is the $500 for the Roth IRA, it makes more sense. You feel me? Yeah, bro. A lot of brokerages don't do that. Like Fidelity don't do that. That's why I work with Robinhood, bro. Robinhood lets you do that. $25 per day, $5 per day. Love them kids. Another great stock right there. But yeah, $25 per day, NVIDIA through the Roth IRA. Boom. Now the HSA, we got Microsoft. So that's what? 300 divided by 20. That's 15 per day. All right, so Microsoft, we're going to invest $15 per day into the HSA, into Microsoft. Boom. Dollar cost averaging, right? Now that's a total of 230 plus 500 plus 300. Oh, no, not 230. What was it? Was it 230 we invested for the 401k? I forget. Whatever. But in total, we invested the 1,050. You feel what I'm saying? Now, boom. What we gonna do is we gonna do this until we have 100 shares in NVIDIA and 100 shares in Microsoft. D-Waugh, why are we doing 100 shares? Why not all the way through? Okay, hear me out, right? Because once you hit 100 shares, you would do a thing. You could do a thing called selling covered calls. D-Waugh, what the hell is covered calls? Boom, I got you, bro. So covered calls is essentially when, Wolf explained the other day on the podcast about calls and options and puts and all that. When you have 100 shares, you can actually sell calls. So let's say I'm an investor and I want to go into the NVIDIA trade. I want to bet that NVIDIA is going to go up. But I need a contract. Remember, a contract with the option is 100 shares. You feel what I'm saying? Now, if I have 100 shares, I'm like, hey, I'll sell you the contract. Just pay me this. Pay me the premium. Oh, bet. Thank you. Boom. I just made passive bread. Now, imagine we do that with strong, financial, powerful companies like NVIDIA and Microsoft. Oh, my God. It's over. Let alone the compound interest we're going to have over time of investing. The covered calls allows us to make passive income right then and there. Just by selling the calls for companies that are high in demand. You see what I'm saying? So that's why we say 100 shares specifically. Once we get to 100 shares, all right, what's the next stock we're going to invest into? Next, we can look at the MU. We can look at the Amazon. We can look at, my favorite right now is NU. I love them because their balance sheet, French kiss, immaculate. I love NU. And I'm going to keep buying them till I die. But boom. That's the real glitch right there. Now you're making passive income while making more passive income with your compound interest. You just kick back and you're like, you could be at work, but a millionaire. You feel what I'm saying? That's why we say 100 shares specifically, y'all. Boom. Now, D-Waugh. All this combined, right? we're going to see how much is the rate of return specifically, right? So boom, let me pull up my press up my handy dandy notebook. We're going to go to a compound interest calculator, right? So boom, what we doing? We doing, what was it, 1,040? We doing 1,040 per month, right? This is going to tell us exactly how much Jasmine about to have. She about to have dumb bread. Boom. Now we do a monthly contribution of the 1,040 because we got a 234 1K, 500 with the, yep, boom. Length of time. Let's say, I think Jasmine's 26. So let's say 20 years. Let's say she wants to retire at 46. Boom, right? Now, interest rate. We invested in the companies that is OD crazy. See what I'm saying? Look, I'm going to pull it up. NVIDIA, in the past 5 years, has gone up 1,182%. What? Come on. Microsoft. And they still got mad room. Microsoft. Yo, Robinhood pissing me off. Microsoft for the past 5 years has gone up 120%. So let's be mad. We invested in the companies that been running. And when they pull back, people buy the dip. So, all right, let's be modest. Let's say, hey, you know what? We're going to do 20%. 20% return. That beating all these dumb, let me stop. These hedge funds, man. I don't know what they be doing. They don't got no risk. They don't got no balls, bro. They don't got no cojones, bro. All right, boom. Let's calculate that. In 20 years, she gonna have 2.3 million. And this being mad modest, bro. If we keep it at a buck, she really should be at like 50. If we keep it at a B, because these two companies you're gonna be investing into for the next 20 years have so much room to go. Come on, bro. $86 million, bro. Are you serious? Are you serious? This is how easy it could be, y'all. This is how easy it could be. You don't gotta be Bill Nye the Science Guy. You don't gotta be the next Warren Buffett. You don't gotta be the next Sam Altman. You ain't gotta be the next. You ain't gotta, bro. You just gotta buy into the strong companies. Do it every month. That's it. Do it for mad long. Do it for 10 to 20 years. You're golden, bro. She gonna have 2.3 million for doing absolutely nothing. It's by buying shares, bro. She ain't trading. She ain't doing nothing, bro. You see what I'm trying to say, y'all? It ain't that hard. And I ain't mad. I'm just passionate. Because there's so many people out here doing the craziest stuff trying to get rich. People is on the block. People putting money on people's heads. People being paid killers. People scamming. People doing this, that, and the third. Bro, put up $500 a month. You're going to be a millionaire in 10 years, bro. Come on, bro. It ain't that hard, y'all. This ain't a game that we are not able to play anymore. We can play the game. Come on. We haven't been able to for a long time. Word is bond. I know that. The game was not built for us, but we have the tools now to have the game play for us and make money while we sleep instead of them sleeping and we working. You see what I'm saying? Come on now, y'all. Long story short, Jasmine gonna be Gucci in 20 years. You feel me? Oh, what the hell? I don't know what happened. Stop presenting. Why? What the hell? What the hell, Leonte? I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on. But y'all see the numbers, man. Jasmine finna be loaded. You can be too. If y'all got some suggestions, if y'all want to learn how to trade or find the right stocks to buy into, tap into our free Discord. It's in our Instagram bio. Let's click the button and it's free. And we drop our plays in there. Feel me? Join this journey with us. We ain't rich yet. But hey, we get a lot better every year. I'm up 30% right now. Year to date. On a pullback at that. I was just at like 40% up. For me, it ain't that hard, y'all. It ain't that hard. It's D-Waugh. I'm out of here. Also, shout out to Mike. Baby girl was just born. Shout out to baby girl Aaliyah. See what I'm saying? Y'all say congratulations in the comments from our dog. He done sacrificed a lot for y'all. It's D-Waugh. I'm out of here.